It was the day of the grand wedding. The whole village gathered to witness the union of two souls. Chijioke, the groom, stood proudly at the altar, heart racing. He was about to marry Nneka, the woman of his dreams. But whispers filled the air. Villagers spoke of a curse tied to her family, a dark secret that had haunted her bloodline for generations. Chijioke dismissed the rumors. He was in love, and nothing could take away his happiness. Nneka entered, stunning in her wedding gown. The crowd gasped in awe, but Chijioke barely noticed. His eyes were locked on her, his beautiful bride. He had no idea the true nature of the woman he had just married. Later that night, after the celebration had ended, the newlyweds retreated to their chamber. The room was dim, lit by flickering lanterns. Chijioke smiled at his bride, eager to begin their life together. But as Nneka slowly removed her veil, a strange chill filled the room. Her eyes, they weren't the same, cold, distant. Chijioke's heart skipped a beat. Was it just nerves? Then, a soft hiss, barely audible, whispered through the air. Chijioke froze. "Nneka, what's happening?" he whispered. Suddenly, the room grew colder. The air thickened, and Nneka, she began to change. Her skin rippled, darkened, and turned scaly. Her eyes, glowing, an unnatural light filled them. Chijioke stumbled back, his voice breaking. "What are you? What have you become?" "I am not who you think," Nneka hissed. "I am a serpent, cursed by your ancestors' betrayal." Her voice roared with ancient fury. She told him of her family's curse, one that had been placed by Chijioke's own ancestors. This wedding, it was no celebration. It was the final act, the last step to break the curse. And his blood would seal it. Chijioke stood frozen, unable to move. The love he once felt for Nneka vanished, replaced by terror. She gave him a choice, a terrible choice. Choose, Chijioke. Will you accept your fate, or will you resist? Either way, the curse will claim you. The air was thick with tension. Chijioke's heart pounded, his mind racing. There was no escaping this fate. His ancestors' sins had caught up with him, and there was no running from them now. The serpent's cold eyes locked on him. Her voice echoed in his mind. Will you pay the price, Chijioke? Will you be part of the curse? Chijioke stood paralyzed, knowing there was no escaping his destiny. His fate had been sealed long before the vows were spoken.